Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is Gollum Golf and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm gonna get it started out with my first LP ever and it's gonna be on this game right here. Needs no introduction whatsoever. Amazing game, amazing music, amazing controls if you have the right controller. I know the modern controllers don't really control this game very well. But I switched to the Xbox 360 controller to try and run this emulator, and it wasn't very good. And obviously I can't use a Nintendo 64 controller to do it, you know, on an emulator. So I'm just going to use the keyboard because this is it's the best one for this game. Now, let's talk about some of the things I'm going to do on this channel. I'm going to be doing some random vlogs and, of course, Let's Plays. This is hopefully going to be, you know, the first video of many to come. So, about what's going to be on this channel, yeah, I'm going to be doing this LP first. I have a few ideas for some other Let's Plays. This Let's Play, and I was going to be doing a Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Let's Play. And I'm going to be doing a community challenge on that. Definitely a 3-hard challenge combined with another challenge. I haven't decided between an Uber Ocarina challenge and a Pacifist challenge, but I think I'm leaning towards the Pacifist challenge because the Uber Ocarina challenge requires you to do so many glitches, and I just don't think it's going to be possible. Now, I will be using save states regardless of which challenge I choose because I'm not suicidal. So some more about this game. This game I have played, it was one of the first games that I got for the Nintendo 64, and I have so many great memories playing this game. So I decided to do a Let's Play on it.
Welcome to Sunset Bay.
Again, on the control scheme with this game, turning sharply is a bit of a challenge. You have to rotate the control stick from forward position to backwards left or backwards right, depending on which direction you want to turn. And it can be kind of challenging on a 360 controller because there are so many different axes of movement on that controller, so it gets a little confused when I try to play it on an emulator. The reading system for the controller has a hard time letting me corner, so I'm just going to use the keyboard for this one. However, now the N64 controller had a lot of little bugs going on in it. It wasn't really the best controller by far, especially with those 3 nodes for gripping. You could either grip it on the far left and use the D-pad, or you could either grip it in the middle and use the analog stick. However, it was good in one area, and that was this game. There are a few areas in courses further down this circuit that require some sharp turning that'll be challenging even with a mouse and, you know, keyboard that I'll be using. So okay, I won the second race. Unfortunately, I didn't pick up a new record here, and I apologize, I'm a little bit new to the Let's Play scene. I mean, I've obviously seen a lot of them played before, but I don't know what to talk about on here, so I'm just going to go over what the channel's going to be about. I don't have a lot to talk about this game, particularly because it doesn't have a story. It's just a racing game, but it's very near and dear to my heart, so I thought I would play it for you guys. But what is my channel going to be based off of? It's going to be from the works of Molotov Mario World. He's a lesser known YouTuber. He did a lot of he actually did a Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Master Quest 3-hard challenge, and it was very entertaining to watch. He also does a lot of very difficult ROM hacks. Unfortunately, he is not a YouTuber anymore. College and too many things interfered with his with him to make videos. So I'll also be doing kind of modeling from Trevor Conroy. He's a more well-known YouTuber for those classic Let's Plays. I'm not going to be doing very many modern games, and I'm not going to be doing a face cam or from the webcam a lot. So those two, Molotov Mario World and Trevor Conroy, have really inspired me to do these Let's Plays. And if you have the time, please check them out. They are amazing YouTubers. So the first circuit, which is the normal difficulty, isn't really hard at all. You can pretty much breeze through it. No problem. As you get into the harder difficulties, it becomes apparent that new racers are out to get you. A lot of races in the more difficult circuits, the other racers will be sometimes only a few seconds behind you, at most. So you kind of have to have practice with the controls, and you have to have practice with the maps. You have to know which way to go and where the events are happening in the maps. And the events, I say, because this is a good map to bring it up on. Marine Fortress has this drawbridge that comes up on the second lap of a hard difficulty or harder. That's a little redundant. Of a hard difficulty or higher degree of difficulty than hard. So it will do this on hard, expert, and reverse. And that drawbridge right there. It will come up and you take it. And if you don't take it, even for one lap, the other racers will have such an advantage on you that you will come in last. There's no question about it. The music is something that I've always loved about Wave Race. Each track has its own soundtrack, and they fit the scenery of the course so well. Wow, I didn't get a new record. I'd like to pick up at least one new record. Now I did play this before to unlock the difficulties, but I haven't played it in years. I played this on emulator years ago, and the save file is still there. So this is another good example of a course that gets harder as the difficulty progresses. There's a smaller opening to the right of this one that I just went inside, and it offers some very tight corners. That is, again, that's why I bring up the Nintendo 64 controller as it being such a good controller for this game. The shortcut in this map shaves off a lot of time, but it's very hard to corner inside unless you have a Nintendo 64 controller. I think I'll be able to manage with the keyboard. So again, starting out, the normal difficulty isn't bad at all. Once you get into hard, you kind of get a little bit of pressure, and then the expert it is very difficult because not only do the racers, pressure you more, they're constantly on your tail, they're constantly trying to pass you, but there are also added elements within each course. There are harder barriers to move around. The left and right, the red and yellow barriers that we are going past. There are more of them. It's almost a slalom when you get into the expert difficulty, and it's very hard to maneuver around. Also, if you miss 5 of them, you end the race. You're retired. Also, missing one of them resets your max power counter. And what that is if you get 5 of the barriers in a row, you get max power, which basically enables you to run faster. If you miss a gate, the max power meter resets and you go really slow. And in the higher difficulties, the other racers aren't affected by it if they miss a gate, which you will miss gates in the upper difficulties. I guarantee it. It's very difficult. And if you do, you are punished heavily for it. You can see I didn't get max power out of the gate. If you time it correctly, you can get max power from the start. You have to rev your jet ski at the right time to achieve max power. And so now I'm able to go as fast as I can. So Southern Island the first time is a very easy course, and I'll show you what happens if I miss a gate. You go down to minimum power, and of course I'm going very slow at 99 kilometers per hour. That is my max speed. But when we get to maximum power, we can go a lot faster. You can see now I'm up to 111 kilometers per hour. And I'm on the last lap of the last circuit in the normal course. Now on the more difficult settings for the courses, we add 2 new courses. The hard difficulty features Twilight City, and the expert difficulty features Glacier Coast, which is a very difficult course to try and maneuver. So I've won the first set of tournament races on the normal difficulty. It wasn't too hard, obviously. Now in the later difficulties, I will probably lose a few. I'll probably come in second or third in a couple races, but that's okay. As long as you come out on top in the end in the point standings, you win the race, or you win the tournament overall. I remember first time watching this as a kid, I thought I had really accomplished something. I thought I had beaten the entire game on the normal difficulty.
Congratulations!
And then I was kind of sad that it was so short. Now being a kid, I obviously didn't win every single race because, when you're younger, you're not that good at games. I'm talking young, not teenager young. I'm talking about 5, 8 years old.
You get to move up to the next class.
And then we get to challenge the next hardest difficulty, which is the hard difficulty. And I didn't really understand what that meant. But as you can see, we have the next hardest difficulty unlocked. Now, obviously, I've already played through this, so I have all of them unlocked, and I'm going to go through each section with you guys in each episode. Now, they're going to get longer progressively because we have new courses unlocked in the hard and expert sections. But I do hope you guys enjoyed this Let's Play. I had a lot of fun playing this game. I haven't played it in years, and it also reminds me a lot of my childhood. So I do hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.